Welcome back, Warriors. I am your Quartermaster yet again, and it is great to see y'all. Welcome to the 16th video of my Weapon Workshop series. In this tutorial series, I look at all the relevant statistics for all the weapons we're supplied with for this 2042 conflict. Mind you, some of the info on the weapon crates ain't exactly accurate, so that's why I'm here, to test them out for you and get the most accurate info available. On top of gathering info, I also give you all my 3 suggested builds taken to the field for dealing with all manner of combat situations. Today we'll be taking a look at our second sidearm, the German MP28. The MP28 is based off of Sig Sauer's P320 pistol and has a PDW conversion stock attached that essentially turns this pistol into a semi-automatic carbine. The MP28 uses 9mm ammunition and has a base magazine of 10 with 1 in the chamber. This weapon is semi-automatic, meaning that some of my rates of fire testing may be off ever so slightly due to trigger pull variations. However, I can confidently say that the manufacturer listed rate of fire is inaccurate. Instead of the listed 450 rounds per minute, this weapon instead fires only 320 rounds per minute. It does, however, have impressive damage ranges for a pistol. From 0 to 49 meters, the base MP28 deals 26 damage to the body. Between 50 and 99 meters, damage drops to 22. And at a ridiculous 100 meters, this weapon reaches its minimum damage of 18. Given our actual rate of fire and these damage numbers, I've found we have a TTK between 563 and 938 milliseconds. So at its furthest ranges, this is almost an entire second. If we add in a headshot, these times reduced to be between 375 and 750 milliseconds. There's only 2 types of ammo for the MP28, the standard issue we just covered, and the subsonic rounds. These rounds have all the benefits that they always do, no tracers and no visible muzzle flash, but these rounds also have some other detriments. Our 4-shot kill range now only extends to 39 meters. Next, from 40 to 74 meters, we have our 22 damage per shot. And finally, we reach our minimum damage of 18 at only 75 meters. Given these rounds also fire slightly slower at 300 rounds per minute, we end up with a TTK between 600 and 1000 milliseconds. And in headshot changes these times to 400 milliseconds and 800 milliseconds. The suppressor for this weapon does what they always do, reduces our bullet velocity and our damage. Now between 0 and 49 meters we deal only 24 damage, just completely removing our 4-shot kill capability. Between 50 and 99 meters we drop to 20, a decrease that doesn't affect our TTK at all. We then drop to an abysmal 17 damage beyond 100 meters, again not increasing our TTK at all. Given these new numbers, we end up with a TTK between 750 and 938 milliseconds. And in headshot changes this to be between 563 and 750 milliseconds. This means you need to hit a headshot with a suppressor to reach the original TTK without one. For my recoil plot testing, I use the base magazines at 15 meters from the wall. The standard issue and subsonic rounds have no difference in their recoil. The only things that have any effect are the barrel options, and even they aren't all that different. The base spread is very low. Overall magnitude ain't all that high either. However, there is a little bit of side-to-side bounce. This doesn't make any difference up close, but at further ranges it could cause some missed shots if you're firing as fast as possible. The tactical compensator tightens up this spread with only a slightly higher kick. The Archon muzzle brake seems to have the same effect, but that may just be from the increased recoil preventing shots from clumping together. The Warhawk compensator is a little weird in that it has tightly clustered shots after an initial very high kick. And the Champion muzzle brake also seems to tighten up the side-to-side kick, but drags recoil more to the right. For HIPFIRE, there aren't many better options. Just like with the G57, HIPFIRE recoil is very tight and is only further improved by the LS1 laser. These recoil plots are taken at 5 meters, so even at further ranges you should be able to HIPFIRE your opponents into the ground. Although aiming is always preferable for more accuracy the further away your target is. Unlike the G57 that had another combination worth using, the MP28 has only one useful build. We start off with the base optic as it's boxy, clean, and clear, perfect for a sidearm. We next use these standard issue extended magazines for a 45% increase in ammo capacity at the cost of some reload speed. I use the LS1 laser for improved hipfire accuracy when activated, and I am with the tactical compensator for the most tightening of my recoil spread while only slightly increasing my overall recoil. My MP28 build, German engineering, is very basic, but this weapon is also very basic. The subsonic rounds and the suppressor simply ain't worth using. The subsonic rounds for their range reduction and the suppressor for its damage reduction. The standard issue rounds are standard for a reason. I went with the extended magazines instead of the drum because they end up being the perfect balance of ammo capacity and reload speed. The base optic is just a solid, low-profile optic that fits this weapon perfectly for when you need it. The LS1 laser sight is a staple for sidearms that allows for you to spam out bullets up close without needing for precise aim. The tactical compensator remains the best barrel option for recoil tightening, while also being the only barrel option worth a damn on this weapon. Overall, German engineering is a great backup when you need it, and it can serve as a viable carbine should you find your primary weapon out of ammo entirely. It has good range, good recoil, and a good rate of fire, and acceptable ammo capacity. Overall, this weapon is extremely solid. And there you have it, folks, all the stats you need to know and the best build to properly utilize your German MP28. I just explained why German engineering is the best MP28 build available, so I won't bore you with that again. I did my best to get the most accurate stats on my personal testing with this weapon with Corporal Freaky Haircut. So with that, what do you all think of the MP28? How's it compare to the G57? Let me know down below. Personally, I think it's a good pairing for a shotgun, seeing as it has the ranges that it has.